I believe an apology is in order. When I started this channel, I promised the viewers that I would not only teach them some new things, but I myself would go out there and try to learn new things. And so far, I've done a channel intro, an obscure video game fandom debate lesson hybrid, and a sewing tutorial with no new thing to try in sight. And for that, I apologize. So I figure it is high time I went full tilt and threw myself into something that I know nothing about, namely flying kites. Every January, my town holds a kite flying competition in which children and adults alike compete to see who can make the best kite. And from the limited information I was given, participants will gather together with their handcrafted kites in order to compete in three different categories. One, who can make the best design. Two, who can fly their kite the highest. And three, who can fly their kite the longest. Armed with nothing but a 550 yen kite making kit and the strength of my own convictions, I aim to show the locals a kite flying performance that they shall never forget. Now, it has been over a decade since I've even looked in the direction of a kite, so I'm not gonna lie. As much as I would love to show everyone up with a fancy pumpkin shaped kite, I don't think that would be the wisest idea. So I'm looking to follow the instructions and maybe just spice it up a little bit to make it my own. So, first, well, you know what I have to do, right? It's a pumpkin. Okay, so rather than go into the nitty gritty of exactly how I created this masterpiece, I'll just link a YouTube video. It's all in Japanese. Good luck. And now it's time to head on down to the event. First things first, though, I want to give a huge shout out to my coworker Anita, who offered to film things for me. So anything you see where I'm in the shot, she's the one that filmed. Tanegashima Space Center, home of Japan's largest rocket launch site, and the location for today's event. There's a lot to see here at the most beautiful launch site in the world, but our main focus will be on this lovely spacious field and its stiff ocean breeze. It's here that I will be testing my metal and flying my kite, and it's here that, let's be honest, I'm probably going to crash and burn. But unfortunately, my script stops here, which means that anything from now on is just going to be voiceover that I did after the fact to match what actually happened. Wish me luck. A few minutes before check-in started, there was already a crowd starting to gather of people trying to practice flying their kite. I kind of wanted to practice, but I also didn't want to smash my kite, so I figured I should just check in and get my number. And yes, I have a number, man. This is official. This is serious. As luck would have it, the competition hadn't even started yet, but we already ran into a problem. Turns out no one told me that the amount of strength that you get with the set was definitely not enough. But luckily, Anita was able to sweet talk someone into giving me some extra stuff. So, disaster number one averted, and we all gathered around to listen to the rules. At least, I think it was the rules. I mean, I have a hard time understanding Japanese as it is, but a really hard time when the wind is constantly blowing into the presenter's microphone and you can't hear anything. But eventually I figured out they were just announcing that it was the kids' turn to line up, show off their kites, and then fly them. And fly them they did. Holy crap. As I watched these kids' kites go higher and higher and higher, I began to regret just how much I didn't practice.
How do you feel?
I'm probably
Excited?
gonna lose. I haven't flown a kite since I was maybe 10 years old. That was 14 years ago. So, yeah,
Are you excited?
a little bit. And with that, everyone ages like 8 and above lined up to show off their kites. It was kind of funny. Almost all the judges stopped at my kite to talk to me, but half of them it was because they were people like the vice principal of the middle school or my direct supervisor, so they knew me. And the other half were like, wait, what the heck are you doing here? Who are you? Where do you live? Huh? So my first course of action was to walk as far away from the main group as possible, because as much as I want to say the reason was because I didn't want someone else's kite getting tangled with mine, I really just wanted to make sure my kite never came crashing down on some poor kid's head. And come crashing down it did. And again, and again, and again, and again. So here's what I think the problem was. When I made the kite, I made sure it was balanced this way, so the wind wouldn't blow one side more than the other. But I had no idea how much it needed to be tilted this way. So the wind's blowing it, it directs the wind downwards, okay? But depending on how tilted it is, depends on how much lift it gets. And I think this string was too long, so I needed to fix that immediately. So in a last-ditch attempt to fix my kite, I wrapped the string around this top rib here in hopes that the tension of the kite flying would keep it there and the shorter length would correct the angle. And much to my surprise, it worked. It wasn't nearly as stable as I would have liked, but it was enough. However, even though I was able to keep it in the air, that seems like all I was able to do. It kept dancing wildly back and forth, and I just couldn't get it to go higher. Until a strong, consistent gust of wind blew in, and my kite leveled out. I found myself just letting string go as my kite went higher and higher and higher. I was in a very good spot, but I had to step it up if I wanted to beat my competition. I switched over to my second spool, and it was flying off it so quickly it started to burn my hand. It was getting harder and harder to see, and at this rate, if I just kept going, I would... Time! The judges called it there. They had seen enough, written down who flew their kite the highest, and ended the competition. But I was still going to try my best and see if I couldn't get to the end of my string anyway. And get to the end of my string, I did. You could barely see it with this camera, but right there is my kite. All that was left was to reel her in, kick back, relax, and wait for the award ceremony. And here it is! Oh wait, frick, this is the kids' jump rope competition that I accidentally almost participated in. Okay, and we finally got the award ceremony. I couldn't understand a lot of what they were saying, but I did catch that the first category was going to be the design show. So after they were done announcing the winners of the little kids division, it was time for the general division, the one that I participated in. Alrighty, in third place we have... Not me. Okay, that's fine. I mean, who even wants a bronze medal anyway, right? Alright, second place. Come on, come on. Is it gonna be me? Oh, frick. I mean, I'm in this to win this, baby. I'm going all the way. The gold medal goes to... Oh, some kid? Okay, I may have lost the design portion, but that's fine. After all, is this a kite painting competition? No, it's a kite flying competition. So I just have to wait for who flew their kite the highest and... Wait, what? There is no who flew their kite the highest? That's it? They lied to me? Huh? All jokes aside, congratulations to the victors. I know you all worked really hard on your kites. I genuinely still don't know what happened to the highest kite and longest flown kite competition, but I wasn't going to win either of those anyway, so, whatever. Overall, though, I did what I set out to do. I made and flew my own kite, which is something that I've never done before, and I had a lot of fun, admittedly. Everyone seemed to get a kick out of the design of the kite, and everybody was really nice and congratulated me on how high I was actually able to fly it in the end. Overall, though, of course, feel free to check out my other social media right here, especially my Twitch. That's where you can go chat with me in real time if you want. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. Oh, and one more thing. You know that rocket launch site where the competition was held? They're having a rocket launch this Wednesday in 3 days. So if y'all want to see a video of it, get this video to 5 likes, and I'll see if I can't record something and upload it to the YouTube Shorts. But other than that, stay safe out there, folks. Have a good one. Bye.